Wesley S. Thank you for trying to stump the creator once again. And let's see if you can do it this time. Hey, welcome everyone to a Minisode Monday. This is Stump the Creator. This is where you try to stump me with my own game. So, let's see if you can do it. This one comes from Wesley S. He's actually one of our bigger contributors when it comes to the Stump the Creator contest, opportunity, video blog, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, this is his for today. I have not read ahead, so let's see if he can stump me. Again, let's go into it. Heliocentric solar system. He's got two cards he's going to teach us about, or he's going to give us before he asks the question. Heliocentric solar system, knowledge. With this knowledge, double your knowledge, technology, and document cards abilities. Okay, you're gonna double them. I've seen this before. The second one is the invention of the atomic bomb technology. I've been asked this one before. The atomic bomb renders one of your opponent's lands unusable for 5 turns, and all characters must be discarded. Okay, so I'm guessing I understand where this is coming from. Let's see if I got it right. Stump the Creator question. So here's the actual question that he's asking. Do I render 1 land from 2 opponents unusable? So he didn't even ask. I automatically knew where he was going. But so in doubling the heliocentric solar system, he's asking, do I render 1 land from 2 opponents unusable for 5 turns each? Or can I render 1 opponent's 2 lands unusable for 5 turns? Or he's giving me a third one. I've never seen a third one. Or can I render 1 opponent's land unusable for 10 turns? Okay, so those are all doubling. But what do we double? Okay, so in the last week, 2 weeks ago, I'm trying to remember when it was. Oh, actually, I think it was a while ago. I've been doing these for a little while. So a little while ago, I said that a doubling does not double the amount of time in whatever you do. Instead, it doubles the number, the attack, or whatever it does. So let's go into the actual question. I was going to go to the card because I have my handy dandy encyclopedia of all historical conquest cards. But this one, Wesley S has done the job for me. So, Wesley, invention of the atomic bomb. It says the atomic bomb renders 1 of your opponent's lands unusable for 5 turns, and all characters must be discarded. So, I don't know if this stumps me or if I just make it a informed decision and boom, I'm the judge and that's it. You know what, Wesley? I like your questions. I'm going to give you a stumping. I'm going to say that you stumped the creator. Not that you stumped the creator per se, because I could make a judgment and call it good, but it could go either way, and that's why I'm going to call it a stumping. So Wesley S, you gave me the first stumping, I think, of any of the previous questions that have come up. So, but I still need to give you a judgment of which one should actually work. Rendering 1 land from 2 opponents unusable for 5 turns, or rendering 1 opponent's 2 lands unusable for 5 turns. Again, it's not the third one, so it's not 10 turns, because I made that decision before. And that's not the amount of turns, it's doubling whatever the effect is. So, I guess you could say that it doesn't matter. So the effect itself, if we're focusing on what I said a few weeks ago in one of the other stumpings or tutorials, we're going to go with that it still has to be 1 opponent. So 1 opponent, the turns stay the same, but it's how many lands. You can actually render 2 of their lands. Oh, painful. That is totally painful. But here's the thing, and we're going to go further than your question. So I'm going to go with number 2. 1 opponent, 2 lands. But at the same time, for as long as that country is out of order, this card, the atomic bomb, has to be in your active area. So be careful, because your opponent could always steal that technology from you and play it back on you. So the question is, if he's not confiscating it and it's still your ability, does the doubling stay in there? Ooh, okay, so let's go back to the heliocentric. So this is well beyond Wesley's question. I'm making this a little bit more. So Wesley's question was about the heliocentric system doubling. It says, with this knowledge, double your knowledge, technology, documents, abilities. Considering that technology is still yours, and that person is using your ability, and it actually says in the card, on the card, use your opponent's ability. Use your opponent's technology card, not confiscating it, but using it. You would then lose 2 of your lands. Be careful with the atomic bomb. I've told everyone about this. Be careful about your atomic bomb, because you're in for a cruise. You're cruising for a bruising, as my mom used to say, because you're gonna end up, if you can't get rid of that card within 5 rounds, and somebody is able to confiscate it, or even better, use your ability, you're gonna lose 2 lands, rendering them completely unoccupied. Remember, you have to keep that atomic bomb in your active area for 5 rounds until that land that the other person has is able to be filled and released. So, thanks again for joining me on this. Wesley, thank you for such a great question. I'm going to send you something special. And if you have any more questions, anybody that has a question for me trying to stump me, please do. This wasn't exactly a stumping, but man, was it a good one. Thanks again. We'll talk to you later. Bye. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.